Hi everyone, welcome to my final project for Kitaholic Kits. This is my fourth project and I'm using the beautiful Cocoa Vanilla Studios products for this storyline chapters insert layout. That is a mouthful. So I am starting off and I'm going to use the entire paper, 12 by 12 paper, but obviously the height of the storyline chapters insert is 9 inches, so I have to cut about 3 inches off the bottom. But I'm going to measure that out and have it partway over the other side of the page. I'm making the edges a bit rough with the scissors. I know that there's a technical word for it, but it's honestly escaping me. What's it called? Can someone comment below and tell me what it's called? I'm also going to then flip that over and I'm going to use the opposite side because that blue matches the photos that I want to use as well. Next, I am going to be gluing, I'm tearing it up a little bit to add a bit of dimension, and then I'm going to glue it all down, and I'm going to go with my photos. Realistically, two of those photos look very similar, but the reason I just didn't think that two photos would be big enough, if that makes sense. So I'm choosing 3 photos and cutting them down slightly, and I'm matting 2 of them on this green cardstock, and 1 of them I'm going to mat on the orange cardstock. As you can see here. Now, I'd already actually cut down the third photo, so I had to think a little bit where I'm going to mat it because I don't want the orange to be between the photos, so I'm putting them right up to the border, and as you can see, when it goes over to the next page, there's not an orange line between there. Sticking down the photos now, I didn't want them to be too in line, so I'm staggering the 2 top photos a little bit. Although it doesn't really make a difference ultimately, I don't think. I wanted to create a little cluster there. That's why I left that big space there to create a bit of a cluster and some space for journaling. And I really like how that turned out. I think it was just enough in the background to add something, but also leave white space and to have some space around it. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, moving on. Just creating 3 other little clusters of sentiments that match and make sense. My glue totally exploded, which was really fun for me. You can't see it, it's done off screen, so I'm picking up this extra little die cut and I'm just smooshing them together so that I don't get glue everywhere. And I also want to make it look like that little U-Rock banger, the banner is hanging off something, so I'm using a little enamel dot there and putting a little star behind there, putting a rocket, even though the rocket technically has nothing to do with my layout, but that was sort of the overarching kind of embellishment that wasn't a sentiment in this particular kit. So I'm making the most of it. Last week I used a rocket in a story about books. Today I'm using a rocket in a story about a train. Life's wild. Adding these little die cut lightning bolt, again, nothing to do with lightning bolts, but I thought they looked cool, so I'm adding them there. This is very much just, I love how that I put that "you're the best" orange down the bottom. I think it looks good in the end. I was really skeptical about putting it there because I thought it might look a bit too much, but like I said, there's enough white space on this layout to kind of balance out and have a little bit of extra embellishment. Now I'm just going to go a bit crazy using these Nuvo drops. I went completely crazy with the Nuvo drops this month, and I have 0 regrets. I love how well they matched the colors of the kit, and how, because they're neutral as well, you can just use them like on any layout. Pretty much going forward, I'll be able to use these on any layout. Like, I'm so happy about that. Anyway, I am going through them, so I'm trying not to create too big droplets, I guess you could call them, because it'll take forever to dry, but of course I smudge it anyway. You'll see in the final photos I do smudge some, but that just happens. Pairing all of these little Nuvo drop clusters with some of these puffy sticker some of these puffy stickers that we got from the kit. I pretty much use all of those puffy stickers from the kit, and I absolutely adore them, and I'm so sad I'm finished using them all, but I might have to get myself another pack. Anyway, once this is all done, I am going to add the date. I didn't remember exactly what this date was, and I couldn't be bothered checking my phone, so I know it's roughly in October when these photos were taken. So I put October 2021, adding my journaling and calling this layout done. Thank you very much for joining me. I will see you next month for another kit and another project. Bye.